that we have brought on board to help execute this project. For instance, after engaging these artisans, there is the need to register their enterprises, to register their institutions or their companies. For that matter, we are partnering with the Office of the Registrar of Companies. Let's take a listen at what they had to say during the lunch.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So, as already said, we are from the Office of the Registrar of Companies. I think some of you are just hearing this Office of the Registrar of Companies. Most of you knows as to be Registrar General's Department. So Registrar General still exists, but the registration aspect of Registrar General has been hived off. So the only institution that is responsible for registering all types of businesses in Ghana is now called Office of the Registrar of Companies, shortly ORC. So what our main mandate is, we are to register, regulate your activities as businesses, and we are to also educate. As part of it that we are here in this support. So when we talk about this mandate, what do we mean to you, the business or the artisan here? We are the first point of call when it comes to what any business activities in Ghana. Be it an artisan, you are providing manufacturing, tailoring, whatever. We are the first point of call. Now we give birth to all your businesses. Aside that, if you want to successfully close it, we are also there to close it. So those are some of the things that we do. We also partner you in terms of your activities, where they are progress, where they are additions, where they are you asking anything about the existence of any other companies that you do or you want to deal with. We are also there to support in that mandate. Now, for artisans, we realize that most of you don't register. We don't understand. But we actually back the support of this because it cuts across the whole country, where every business is now ought to register. It's not like I want to know. We are all human beings. We are all given birth by mothers, right? We came out of the womb and then they gave them to us. The same way, the Lord made it so special to all of us here that any time you conceive of any business, within 14 days of your comments, come to register. This one is not through what the woman did, but the Lord created for you to what legit your businesses. And the only way you can do that is through the registration. If you have a registration done, whatever we give back to you in the form of certificate, that is your what? Your placard. That is your identity for everybody to know that ABC Tailoring is in existence. So therefore, as any other person, I am existing, I am alive, deal with me. That is what it means. So if you don't register and then you are not existing, how should the sense of government making any support somewhere, financial support or reduce the tax, as the tax man is also here, how will they support you if you don't know that you are in existence? The only existence identity you have is through what? Registration and having your certificate and annually renewing it. So that is what it means here. So we are also pledging as Registrar of Companies, ORC for short, that everything you do here we are backing, since we are closed with the what legal identity to also give you birth to whatever you are doing as a business. We are here to support and then assuring that all your businesses, those of you who have not registered across the whole Ghana, will go around and register your businesses and give you that legit identity. Thank you for having me.
I know that was a very interesting one. that you have heard. Beyond registration, there is also the need to connect them to the necessary funding opportunities. So we had Maslock also represented at the lunch. Let's take a listen to what Maslock had to say.
In summary, when we are saying this, we are already doing this, and we think it is in line with our mandate to collaborate with NEP, to support your members. They already have their cooperatives. Once they form their cooperatives and they need our support in terms of financial literacy, we are ever ready to give them those trainings in terms of records keeping, sales management, and others. We are also ready to support you with our finances. And as a government agency, we have you covered, since we have a very competitive interest rate we give to our members, just to cushion them, to alleviate them from poverty. Okay, government projects, programs are launching now. Artisans, key but what I have realized is, young artisans, young say build it up. We have or seamstress. The old way or the palm no man and no so and no master. They wear your palm corset near their linear. You need to set a brand. It's a whole hair, that's a beer, oh dear, no, oh yeah, chair, no one can so. What forces a would be prepared ever come? You just spice it up. Now, my customer base now anymore. Yes, sir, oh yeah, no, Sunny, yeah, and then they're my phone on my banner. My way of dressing, and you're different from those days. And you ever stress a young cousin so. Yeah, my home audience, I bring beer, you can share the different from. And you can't be handy no more. I'm not near my person, my sign, I can't come on the same. The Global Volunteer Corps. Mr. This is an input, more fun come on, you know, artisans, no. We see, say, if you must support more money, or more year craft now, but patronize the ever form. You're down at one and Casa Yam Pet, Ghana made, no. And it's one fun time, most of them government agencies now. One among Casa, not among Tom from more than say a bed, say import the Abba. About the sound, 9 years. Chilena ye show on no ye book can ye get some programs win no. And for so be a so. Lastly, with Maslow, you know, Mr. Maslow. Hey, baby, I'm buying a casa access. They can't traditional banks, then you'll be a bit me alcohol. With some of their requirements, yen to me, young. For fat, Ufie cat, a whole lot. And where the government now say, Wakuku no mamma yin, say, young rebel. And okay, rate, Papa Kaya, Opa Maslow, you rate, me catch your crime. You'll be surprised. But Ubedi said, young Casa, your son is Kayi Maya. Yes, Gano. That is a problem. Sikano, so I was saying, a reform this Sikano, open J. If you want a poor A, or the bar near your may be. Not as a Masicano, so bound for so many paddle drawn, and so we like your own chair. And your best Ramon. The best Ramon, must not be a woman's come fashion with him said. And you need a secret. My cast them not midday, I'm a moderator, and I'm a pack. And if a driver, you're for check car back home. Car, no, not the region. Your pet car, and they are not allergy you. And do you know what he said? I still catch a regional manager, no one is saying. I buy sicker, I buy a beer, so we are not in your problem. So I asked him, the car I buy, one day I buy. With governance, it takes all of us. And you know, you're buying. And somewhere 2019, what about the car? Apart from the deposit, Since 2019 up to date, not even a term on GIA. And it is almost said, second on GIA, can we be able to any access to that? And to your best friend, Papa must love me and Mamma Scar.
Thank you very much.
The Ghana Enterprise Agency is one of the strategic partners on this project, and they were present at the launch. What did they say to us? Let's listen to Ghana Enterprises Agency.
Please, my name is Juliana Bima Edibofo. I'm the acting head for the Women Entrepreneurship Development Directorate at Ghana Enterprises Agency. So I bring you greetings from my CEO, Madam Margaret Ansel. She would have loved to be here, but something else has taken her out of Accra. This program is a very good initiative. I need not to mention it, but I am linking it to what we do. At Ghana Enterprises Agency, we are mandated to develop and improve the micro and small scale businesses in the country, of which you cannot take artisans out. After training, people establish businesses and they either fall within micro, small or medium enterprises. And so if Ghana Enterprises Agency will be mandated to develop such businesses, then artisans are not out. What this project seeks to do is a helping hand to us. That's how I will put it, because it's our mandate to make sure that their businesses grow. It's our mandate to make sure that they develop it very well. And so if such a program has come up to help formalize these businesses, then I will say it's just a part of what Ghana Enterprises we do that this program seeks to offer. And so I want to say that Ghana Enterprises Agencies, from my CEO and the management, we are going to support this project. We are going to support Ghana Enterprises Agency. We give trainings, financial literacy training, customer care, a whole lot, mention them. And so we'll partner this project to also help our artisans to go through such trainings so that they can make their businesses vibrant, they can grow their businesses. We also support the business formalization and other things. And so the motive of this project falls right within what Ghana Enterprises Agency we do. And so we are all out to support. Thank you very much.
As a nation, we look forward to widening our tax net. These artisans, as they are happily registered, happily operating, will have to pay their taxes, which is a responsibility that dawns on them as citizens. The Ghana Revenue Authority was very ably represented at the launch, and they had this to say to us.
It is indeed a privilege and an honor from Ghana Revenue Authority representing the Commissioner General Anthony Kwesi Sarpong. As part of this formalization program, we from the Ghana Revenue Authority believe that the informal sector represents a significant portion of Ghana's economy. It's stated clearly that 70% of the working force comes from the informal sector. And the informal sector contributes almost getting to 30% to gross domestic product, GDP. But their contribution to tax revenue is less than 5%. So we try as much as possible to see how best we can formalize the informal sector so that they can make more contribution into the tax net. From the Ghana Revenue Authority point of view, it is believed that income is earned through either employment, business, or investment. As artisans, anywhere business income is being earned, Ghana Revenue Authority is very interested to see how you are performing. And Ghana Revenue Authority has introduced modified taxation scheme for the informal sector. What are we as citizens, as artisans, as nurses, plumbers, carpenters, doing also to contribute towards the development of the state? Ghana Revenue Authority is happy to see this formalization take place today, and we are here to support, to encourage you, because every income that you earn, a portion will go into the tax net. GRA has 3 categories that this informal sector ought to be placed in. If you earn income and your turnover is between 5,880 Ghana cedis to 20,000 Ghana cedis, you fall under the category they call presumptive tax based on installment. And the highest tax you pay is 45 Ghana cedis a quarter. For the whole year, you pay 180 Ghana cedis for the year. The second category is when your turnover, the sales, the income that you make for the whole year is more than 20,000 Ghana cedis and above to 500,000 Ghana cedis. You pay 3% of that amount, your turnover, as tax, as your contribution towards the development of the state. If you contribute towards the development of the state improves as far as safety, security is concerned, because police are paid to provide security for you.
The implementing base for this project are the municipal and district assemblies, and they were ably represented by Honorable Samuel Adongo, the municipal chief executive of New Druaben North Municipal Assembly. Let's take a listen to his submissions.
I'm Samuel Adongo, MC for New Druaben North Municipal Assembly. What I want us to look at is about our artisans. Most of them are very good, but the problem is with the gadgets that they will use. So most times they will have a very nice item, but the problem is with the finishing. All the beautiful security doors that we imported from other countries, we have very capable artisans within the country that they can also fabricate the same thing. But the problem is the machineries, the equipment that they can use to finish it in a nice way that can also meet that international standard. So my request is that we should try as much as possible to assist them acquire some of these machineries to make sure that they can always have a very nice finishing, that we can also export some of these items outside the country. And the other person will say, "Yen, Enyamu, Omo, Ayan, Dumano, Omo, Ayadi, na Omo Numane, Akadia, Omo Yeno, Bebre, Honoma, and Sumbo, Apa, and gave it to me that come on, and Sikadiaba, or my now so said ye in the security door be a yakokra efi or my fufu bi so e dia ba eye Ghana ase she says I take security doors ye wo yan kasa ye mrantie bi a omoye bi wo man mu a e wa ahode pa now so said ye o be wie ne kwakra a e betimi ene ne ye krefia mo ne aba etimi esi akan e wo dwa so no ɛno na yɛmpɛ pii yɛyɛ haw na ne nyinaa gyina akadeɛ anaasɛ mfidie ahodoɔ a wɔbɛtumi de esi ayɛ sɛ dwumadie na ma ewie pɛyɔ ɛne wofa yɛkwan mu yɛ a wasɛ wɔde kyerɛ cantonment wohwɛ nkonnwa ahodoɔ a yɛde papa na ade anwene a esi pa ho wɔtɔn a ɛfɛ pii nanso wobɛkɔ yɛn shops ahodoɔ ti sɛ mɛkɔ ne deɛ keka ho no ebi wɔ hɔ no nso a ɛno nkɔdɔ wɔde plastics ɛna ɛde anwene bi saa pɛpɛɛpɛ nanso ne boɔ den yɛde esi mmɔnten so yi nti sɛ nke bibi wɔ hɔ nom a Ghana Enterprise Agency nti ehu hia pii sɛ yɛbɛtumi ahwɛ akwan ahodoɔ a yɛbɛtumi afa so a yɛbɛtumi aboa yɛn nuanom a wɔn wɔ nsanedwuma no sɛde bɛyɛ a wɔn nnwuma a wɔn yɛ no so wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ ama ne akɔ anim ɛno bɛboa ma adwuma a mmɛboɔ no dodoɔ na ɛni no ɛso bɛtumi ate pii bɛda ase.
The special guest of honor at this great event was His Royal Majesty Ni Takite Kuchuru II, the Ga Manche, and the President of the Ga Traditional Council, who was ably represented by Ni Abose Okai III. And the speech of the Royal Majesty was delivered by Dr. Jacob Tetekwashi, the protocol officer of the Ga Manche. Let's listen to what His Royal Majesty had to say about this project.
Speak by His Royal Majesty Ni Takite Kuchuru II, the Ga Manche, and the President of the Ga Traditional Council, as a special guest of honor at the official launch of the National Artisans Empowerment and Formalization Project. The President and executives from Global Volunteers Corps Ghana, distinguished traditional leaders, heads of institutions, corporate leaders, development partners, artisans here present, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am deeply honored to be here this afternoon as a special guest of honor for the launch of the National Artisans Empowerment and Honor and the Formalization Project, an initiative that, in my view, speaks directly to the heart of Ghana's economic and social transformation. Let me begin by commending Global Volunteers Corps Ghana for conceiving and leading such a visionary project. You have identified a very vital and yet often overlooked segment of our national workforce, our artisans, and chosen to place them at the center of Ghana's development agenda. Across the length and breadth of this country, our artisans, the carpenters, the masons, the seamstresses, the painters, bakers, welders, and many others, are the lifeblood of our communities. They are the builders of our homes, creators of our furniture, and providers of essential services that sustain daily life. Yet, many of them operate in the informal space without accessing to training, financial services, or structured support to grow their businesses. This project, therefore, is very, very timely. It will not only empower artisans with modern business and technical skills, but also formalize their operations to give them a legitimate place in Ghana's economy. Through this, artisans will have greater access to credit, insurance, digital tools, and government interventions that can transform their livelihoods and those of their apprentices. As a traditional ruler, I take a personal interest in these initiatives that uplift hardworking citizens and create opportunities for the youth. The Ghana State, like many other across the nation, has a rich tradition of craftsmanship and entrepreneurship. Our people are resourceful and industrious. When given the right support and guidance, they can compete with the best anywhere in the world. I therefore wish to use this platform to appeal to government agencies, private sector actors, and financial institutions to lend their full support to this noble cause. Empowering artisans is not charity. It is an investment in the national development agenda. Let us also remember that this project can only succeed if our artisans themselves embrace it fully by showing commitment to learning, discipline in practice, and integrity in their trade. The time has come for every artisan to see their craft not just as means of survival, but as a pathway to dignity, growth, and contribution to Ghana's progress. The hand that works diligently builds a lasting legacy. This project is about building such a legacy for our artisans, for our youth, and for the nation at large. As we officially launch the National Artisans Empowerment and Formalization Project, I extend my blessings and my full support. May this initiative grow from strength to strength, touching lives in every community across Ghana. I congratulate the leadership of the Global Volunteers Corps Ghana and all partners for your dedication to the cause of national development through volunteerism and empowerment. May the Almighty God bless your efforts, bless our artisans, and bless our dear nation, Ghana. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby declare the National Artisans Empowerment and Formalization Project duly launched.
Wow. Those were insightful comments, statements, speeches that we have received during the launch of the National Artisans Empowerment and Formalization Project, NIFOP. NIFOP is born. NIFOP has come. We are here to ensure that we empower our artisans, formalize their operations for the good of Mother Ghana. Thank you very much for making time with us on the show today, and we look forward to having you same time next week. Thank you.